Okay, so, Lowry, please, please, please save us. I don't have a medal for you. If I had a medal for the entire mission hinging on you, I would give it to you. Lowry, for the love of God, save us. No, no, CCS! Okay, one down. Excellent. Come on, Lowry, Lowry, come on. No! The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously. Hello one and all, Mickey here, and we're back and we're set to head out to that troop transport.
Contact detected.
I've got the soldiers ready to go. I apologise in advance if your name is in this list. You probably won't be coming back alive, but the troops I've selected are the best candidates for the job. Starting with Nerwal, our scout. Of course we're going to need a scout for this troop transport. We're going to need as many infinite use skills as we can get. For example, infantry's light 'em up, sniper's squad sight, assault's run and gun, so on and so on, as opposed to a rocketeer or a medic who've got limited uses in their primary skills. Why Nerwal? Of course, because she has telekinetic field. We are so going to be making use of that. You have no idea. Very powerful, sure, but it is only once every 5 turns. It has a 4-turn cooldown, so we have to be really careful on those off turns. But it does give us essentially a free turn, you know, unless we're fighting outsiders, a free turn to take pot shots all we want. Next up, we've got Lowry. He'll be going in with Close Combat Specialist as his random perk of Rookie. Yeah, he is Specialist, so he doesn't have any other skills, not that... Oh, that's right, yeah. I wish Lowry was at Concealment. It would make this mission so much easier. Unfortunately, he's not. Nothing we can do about that. Next up, we've got Bark the Gunner. Now, no offense to Bark, of course, but if Michael Frank was ready and not bugged out, I would choose him as a gunner. Why? Because run and gun will allow him to use an LMG and still be able to shoot after moving, because that's how run and gun works. It's basically run and gun bugs out like Snapshot, but without the penalty after moving. So Michael Frank here would have been an incredible gunner for this mission. A new breed of gunner, in fact, an elite that not many gunners will be able to live up to. Even if they get the Snapshot perk with a gunner, that'll still be good enough. They can move and use suppression, but run and gun with the gunner is just amazing, and I have no idea how many gunners they're going to be that get that. For now, Michael Frank isn't one of them. Next time we have a light mission, I'll bring him along, then remove his perk before the end of the mission. Then when we come back, I can turn him into a gunner and then give him back his run and gun. But nevertheless, Bark here is not a bad candidate. His rookie perk was low profile. I did decide to give him an LMG regardless. It's risky. His mobility is actually quite high, but still it is risky. But I decided we're not going to be doing any kind of breaches and clearing. We're not going to be fighting a flanking fight. We're going to have a stand-up fight, dealing as much damage as we can at a distance and trying to hold them off, basically. Of course, that means he can't shoot after moving, but LMGs like the marksman rifles in my modded version of Long War has 40 range, which is about 9 tiles longer than default and about 2 or 3 tiles longer than what the standard Long War had set out for the LMG and the marksman rifle. Speaking of extended range, the battle rifle. I reduced the range of the battle rifle because the range you put in the innie doesn't entirely equate exactly to how it works out in the game. I've reduced the range of the battle rifle from 35 to 34. As I said, the LMG and marksman rifles now have about 9 extra tiles of range. Even though I've reduced the battle rifle's range to 34, it still gets about 5 tiles of extra range, which is slightly more than I intended, but still it's better than it having 6, because that is a little bit over the top. Maybe after this mission, if I find it a bit too powerful, maybe I'll reduce it to 33 range, which should maybe decrease it down to about 4 tiles of extra range. I don't know, as I said, it doesn't equate properly, but nonetheless, extended range is something that Shades will have, because he has the squad sight perk that he got as a rookie, so he's definitely going in with battle rifle. He has 9 mobility. This is going to be a major problem. As I said, we're not going to be trying any kind of fancy flanks here. It's going to be a stand-up fight. We're going to try pick off anything we can at a distance and hold them off as long as we can for the snipers to do their work. Speaking of snipers, we are incredibly lucky to have 2 snipers with double tap. Owen Wilson won't be coming along because instead of double tap, he got heat. Again, very powerful, but mech isn't going to be the problem this mission. This mission is going to be dealing damage. So we're going for the double tap snipers, which is going to be huge. If I didn't have snipers at all, I wouldn't be considering this mission the slightest. Having double tap snipers actually gives us a chance of getting through this mission potentially without any losses. I'll get to that when we get to the mission. But I think it's time we got a pet. Gerard here is going to be the first person to get a pet in the campaign because I've decided that Snyder isn't going to get a pet. His other real choice is Disabling Shot. So why Disabling Shot over a pet? Because at this point in time, if I give him a pet, his chances will be between a sectoid and a drone. So it's either sectoid or a drone or Disabling Shot. Disabling Shot's not going to be incredible for this mission. Sure, there aren't any heavy mechs yet, but when we do encounter heavy mechs, I'm going to be so grateful I picked this, whereas a sectoid or a drone isn't going to be a game changer. Maybe in this mission certainly help out, but they will quickly fall off and not be particularly useful. Remember, the drones don't have any DR until the late game, and they get it incrementally probably from mid-game onwards, and they'll max out at 2 like they do in Vanilla Long War, and they have 20 flying defense, reduced from 30 like all flying units, including like any soldier with a jetpack. So yeah, it is going to be Disabling Shot, not Petmaster. I'm sorry, Snyder. If you had the possibility of getting a Thin Man floater or, God willing, a Seeker, I would seriously reconsider, but no, it's between sectoid, drone, and Disabling Shot. So Disabling Shot it is. That leaves Gerard here with the Diplomatic Immunity Medal. Bam, Petmaster, and your pet is going to be, I don't need the random.org website for this. Let's say heads is sectoid, tails is drone. There we go. And we have got tails, balls. Okay, drone it is then. So I forgot to mention while I was doing the video recording how the pets are going to work, how they're chosen, what happens when they die, who gets experience, so on and so on. So here's a quick rundown. As you can see, Gerard here could only choose from a sectoid and a drone because that is all we've encountered. Outsiders don't get counted yet, they come into play later. After the first council mission, I will include whatever aliens we encounter. So on the first council mission, on completion, Thin Men will be included in that roster, and then the subsequent mission, floaters and seekers can be included, and I've tiered them in aliens that appear roughly the same time, generally within the same month. So sectoids and drones are in the first tier. In the next tier we have Thin Men, floaters and seekers. Then we've got chrysalids and zombies that will be added to the roster after the first Terra mission. Then in the following month, mutons, then exalt get added as their own tier. Then the month after that, cyberdiscs and mechtoids as they appear in the same month, and so on, as you can see by the pictures. And as for the ethereal in the image, I mean, that's just there for the sake of it really. I don't think I'm actually going to let anybody get a pet ethereal. It doesn't actually make any sense. Unlike all the other aliens, they're not slaves, and not to mention ethereals have access to the God button, please die, Rift, so the ethereal's there more just for aesthetics. Besides the fact that I think I worked out it is a 1 in 77 chance of a Petmaster perk rolling an ethereal after we've actually got that far into the game. The orders, I've got them here, may be wrong, but this is more for the sake of visualizing how the odds and the percent chances will work when rolling what pet a soldier will get. As you can see from the images, as new tiers of aliens become unlocked, the previous tier will get like a +1 chance to be picked. So when floaters, Thin Men and seekers appear, drones and sectoids have double the chance of appearing. When chrysalids and zombies appear, Thin Men, seekers and floaters will have double the chance of appearing, and sectoids and drones will get +1 on top of that, and so on as all the aliens appear in their respective tiers. Tiers are kind of a way to separate them out into groups, so it's not just a simple case of adding +1 onto the chance of the previous alien. And no, just because one alien in a tier becomes unlocked doesn't mean they're all unlocked. So for example, the Thin Man, when they appear in the council mission, from that point onwards they are added to the roster of aliens that can be picked, but the seekers and the floaters won't appear until the subsequent missions when they do actually appear, essentially once we've killed them. Now before you ask, I know in the mission coming up, in the large alien transport, we all know that there are going to be a lot of aliens in there that shouldn't be there until, say, the following month. Don't worry about it, this is a very unique mission that is kind of out of order, so I'm going to be sticking to the plan. This mission won't count in terms of what aliens can appear when a soldier picks the pet perk. Honestly, this is really the only mission I can think of when this is going to be the case. So all subsequent missions where new alien classes appear, it will just follow the plan kind of laid out in the image really. So what happens when the pet dies? No problem, that pet is dead for the mission. In the following mission that the soldier soldier goes on, the pet's back, that's it. It's not going to be a one-off perk that when the alien's dead, that perk is gone and wasted and done. No, if the pet dies, it will just come back in the following mission when that soldier's back. No big deal. And lastly, to stop me from not wanting to have the aliens perform killing blows, I have done it in a way so that whenever a pet gets a kill, I'm just going to use the console to give the owner of the pet plus 20 experience, which is the minimum experience I believe a soldier can get from killing an alien. So essentially the pet is giving its master the experience that the pet would have got. Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, the pets will level up the same way the aliens do. So for example, sectoids, when we get to about the mid game, when all sectoids get low profile, a soldier's pet sectoid will also get low profile. When drones get holo targeting, then a soldier's drone will also get holo targeting. And in case any of you are wondering, the reason why in these images the pictures are of alien leaders and not just aliens, I just did that for, the sake of humour. No leaders will be chosen as pets. I don't think it's even possible to spawn a leader through the use of the console, but if it does happen, I'm just going to kill the creature or remove it and then spawn another one that isn't a leader. Because, I mean, can you imagine if someone gets a chrysalid and then I spawn on the map and it's a hive queen chrysalid? Yeah, that's just going to be kind of go my queen, kill all the peasants kind of deal. So yeah, no pets will be leaders. That pretty much covers it. I hope it wasn't confusing. Now back to the mission. I was kind of hoping for a sectoid. I figured with a sectoid, the sectoid could mind merge the snipers, giving each of their double tap shots plus 25 to crit, which would have been huge, but it's not the case. You get a drone. Can I add it into your name somewhere? Let me just put a lowercase d there. Or does that look a bit too odd? Maybe at the end of your name. Can I put brackets? Apparently not. Well, I'll just remember you have a drone, that's fine. So yeah, you get the diplomatic immunity perk. It's a shame that the perk is imaged like a sectoid. I was kind of hoping it would be a sectoid, but nonetheless, it is a free pet. And if we get chrysalids on this map, a drone is going to be pretty handy. It's going to do fuck all damage, sure, but any damage that's free because it'll be flying against a melee unit is just that free. So our loadout. So I've got laser sights on the snipers, of course, because they're going to have double tap. A laser sight on the infantry, again, because he's going to have basically double tap. He's going to have his light him up and his extended range. I've got 3 med kits, 1 being on the gunner, only 1 ceramic plating, because I wanted to make sure all of my frontline fighters had 8 health, and they do, now that Bark here has his ceramic plating. 1 motion tracker, so we can keep tabs on all the pods around us, and there will be a lot of pods. And 1 battle scanner, just in case there are seekers, because I really don't want seekers to get through the front line and screw up our snipers. Other than that, we're just rocking 2 HE grenades to blow up what little cover we can blow up, and 1 puny flashbang for those emergency cases when I think we're gonna die. So we're set to go. I've been doing a lot of research, should we put it, or simulations. I'll talk about that in the mission. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Maybe I left the oven on. Sorry, I was considering giving Shades here a shotgun, but that would reduce his mobility even further from 9 down to 8. And my fears are that if we do have to run, say for example we get a little bit later into the mission, halfway through, we're starting to push forwards and we get a pack of chrysalids, or we accidentally engage the outsiders, triggering them, and we need to retreat quickly, Shades is going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble. So I think we're set. I don't think I've got anything. Let's go.
Heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. Reports indicate a UFO set down in a sparsely populated area. We need to stay sharp and eliminate the invaders.
Bradley, shut up. Yeah, so the mission is called Epic Hour. This is going to look extremely strange on YouTube as the title, because it is not going to be an hour long, I can assure you. But epic it might be.
HQ, this is Big Sky.
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike 1, you are green to deploy, with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is extreme.
Okay, I have flown around the map a few times with Big Sky and pointed out the best location for an LZ. Given how god-awful this map is, I need it to be the most defensive location with the longest sight range. So I picked one of the corner pockets. And this one I think will be the best because it has the log on the left-hand side, offering at least a little bit of line of sight blocking if I move over to the right slightly, and give me as much long-range shots, so many long-range shots with my sniper as I can get. No idea how it's actually going to work out, but I've gone with this landing zone. So the simulations I have been running, I have started nearly 20 new campaigns in Impossible Dynamic War just to get troop transports to appear in the first month. In total I got about 4, but the good news is I got some very good intel. In each one of those 4 troop transports that landed, I got exactly 7 pods, not including the outsider pod, the command pod, 7 pods, each containing 4 units, and and the crew always comprised of no higher tech level than sectoids, drones, thin men, floaters, seekers, chrysalids, no zombies surprising I thought there would be, no mutons, which I was worried there might be, and of course the outsider. So I know exactly what to expect on this mission, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, every single one of those troop transports that landed as well had exactly 34 enemies on them. So that's 7 pods of 4 each and 1 pod of 6 outsiders, which is going to be fucking terrifying. On one of the attempts that I had, on one of the troop transports that landed, the command pod was 2 thin men and 4 outsiders, which I hope to God it is the case this time, because thin men are much easier to deal with than outsiders, especially when using snipers. But I think we've talked long enough. It's time to set up shop and get going. Okay, so motion scanner. First motion scanner of the series. Nothing in range. Now there's a pod in range. We have got a pod dead ahead of Nerwal. We need to get as many people in position as we can get. Bark here has low profile, so he can happily set up shop pretty much wherever he wants to be honest. That can do. Snyder and... oh, right, the pet. Oh, I forgot to delete the D. Well, it is a drone, nonetheless. So, drop drone and 1. So here we have Gerard's drone. The first pet of the series. A little bit underwhelming, sure. But against chrysalids, it might come in handy. Remember, he only gets 20 defense while flying. And unlike the enemy flying units, I actually need to be aware of fuel consumption because my drone is hopefully going to last a hell of a lot longer than theirs. So, sniper. Gerard, you've got more health than Snyder, so you can move up a little further. Snyder, you can just sit there. Now, Shades, I don't want to put you to the left on this heavy cover tree, because that is a little bit too dangerous for you, so I think that ramp isn't cover. I think for now, I'm just going to put you at this log.
On the move.
And Larry, you can move up as well. And drone, I don't really have a name for you. I'm sure in the comments you guys are going to pick a name for Gerard's drone here. Remember, if he dies, he will just come back in the following mission that Gerard's on. Yeah, write in the comments what you think the drone should be called. One that gets the most likes will be picked with my discretion. So yeah, drone, you can just move up. Yeah, of course you don't have Overwatch. That's fine. You can steady your weapon. Everybody else can Overwatch.
To Overwatch.
Ah, that pistol Overwatch.
We've got eyes on.
And here's our first pod. Ha! And there is a zombie.
This specimen is nothing like the others.
Seems like they've got one of everything.
Well, at least a pistol shot here. What else have we got? Sectoids. I didn't hear anything other than sectoids, but we do have 3 chrysalids and a zombie. And in those 4 other attempts, I did not encounter a single zombie. I thought there should be a zombie. I really did, but guess I was wrong. Okay, so there is a chrysalid here. So from the high ground, I should be able to shoot him, and 2 shotguns should be able to do the trick. You don't have a shot on anyone. You've got a shot on that zombie. Damn it. Okay. Oh, this isn't going well. So the snipers only have, well, the one sniper has a shot on the zombie, as does the gunner, and he's got an LMG, so he can't move. You have shots on the 2 back chrysalids, and you, Mr. Drone. Let's get you flying. Okay, there we go. So, how am I going to deal with this? The zombie is not an issue this turn. These chrysalids very much are, though. Telekinetic field is of no use at the minute. Flashbang can be handy, but I really don't want to go there right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think maybe with the flashbang, Shades should be safe, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. Shades, please don't miss. No, I said please don't miss. I need you to not miss. 67%, come on. Okay, well, that's something. Okay, drone. Oh, right, yeah. If a pet gets the kill, then I'm going to use the console to give whatever soldier it was 20 experience. Just 20 experience flat. That's the lowest they'll get for making any kind of kill. Otherwise, I'm going to feel that I shouldn't use pets to make kills, or they're just leeching experience. So, drone, I need you to deal 3 damage. Can you do that for me? Wow. I don't have a name for you yet, drone, but you are doing good. Really, really, really good. Okay, so Gerard, give XP 20. Okay, so Gerard has got 20 extra XP from that. This isn't going to go well if I can't kill that chrysalid. Well, let's go with what we've got first.
I'm on it, Commander.
Whoa, let's not use a pistol. Okay, Nerwal, please kill it. Okay, at this point, I am going to have to pray that Lowry's close combat specialist saves us.
I'm on it, Commander.
How much aim have you got? Rookie aim. You have got rookie aim. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, I really wish someone other than my scout and my assault had a HE grenade. Unfortunately, it is not the case. Oh man, yeah. With 8 health, everyone's in range to be killed by a chrysalid. They can also survive a hit from a chrysalid, but oh man, I really don't want to risk that. Anyway, so Gunner has got the least accuracy. I prefer to have the snipers on Overwatch. Let's see what kind of damage you can do. That's good. Can you finish it off? I don't know if you can Overwatch after shooting with double tap. I don't think you can. So, Snyder, finish him off. Better than nothing. And you didn't get your double tap. I don't know why you didn't get your double tap. Okay, so, Lowry, please, please, please save us. I don't have a medal for you. Well, you'll be getting a medal on this mission anyway. If I had a medal for the entire mission hinging on you, I would give it to you. Gerard, if you could help him out, please, with an Overwatch. Larry, for the love of God, save us. No, no, CCS! Okay, 1 down. Excellent. Come on, Larry. Larry, come on. No! Oh, God. My heart. Okay, we got more lids. We've got more lids. So that is 1 pod down. And another 30 enemies to go. Another 6 pods, another 30 enemies, not including the outsider pod.
Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah.
Yeah, still hearing chrysalids and sectoids. No, I haven't heard any thin men, floaters. I wouldn't be able to hear seekers anyway. Thin men, floaters, drones. I think that's it. So, is it possible the other 6 pods are sectoids and chrysalids? Yeah, guys, if you're not a fan of cheese and or spam, you're not gonna like this mission. It's the only way I'm gonna get out of it without taking losses. I'm gonna serve up a hearty meal of cheese and spam. Chrysalids to our left. And the moment we stop cheesing and spamming, people are going to die. Oh, Lowry, you have no idea you have saved this mission. I mean, the mission is by no means over in any shape, way or form. You're already a legend, damn it. And there I thought it would be Nerwal's telekinetic field that would be overpowered. Nope, just Lowry. Okay, so we have got chrysalids on our left. Just wondering how best to set up so people actually have shots. Because that's what I'm worried about on the left-hand side. The front, not so much because there's more range. But on the left-hand side, it's quite awkward. And although they're not going to be able to jump directly up this log, they can jump up here and then just run across. Shades, if I put you here, you're not going to reveal, are you? Good. Add an LMG to the mix. The sniper team. You know what? If we encounter sectoids, that's not a big deal. It's the chrysalids I am more afraid of. So I'm going to leave you guys out in the open. And Larry, you can move up as well.
I'm on the move.
There. Like I was
Aye,
nervous.
aye, Commander.
I only have 2 motion scanners left. I need to save one for the outsiders, although I do have a battle scanner as well. If there aren't seekers, then I can use the battle scanner for the outsiders as well. See where they are. Can I land you on that log? Yep. Okay, Overwatch. You guys can't Overwatch. That's fine. Steady your weapon. Everybody else can Overwatch. Oh yeah, the LMG can't Overwatch either. And neither can the drone. I was wrong!
Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Good shot, Shades. That is really going to help. Please, please be in range of the LMG and the sniper. Oh, that's not good.
Missed.
Whoa! Okay. Oh, that's terrifying. That last chrysalid is down here. And you guys are a bit close. Oh, you still got good shots. Fucking hell. Yeah, you got good shots. That's alright. Okay, so my mobile troops are the drone, scout, assault, and I prefer not to move the infantry. So let's start off with the worst shots, 83 and 79. And you both have double tap? Good. Let's start off with the 79s. Good work. The drone could potentially finish him off, a bit uncertain about it though. The drone could also deal 2 damage. 77. Excellent work. Okay, the drone can definitely finish you off. Let's get the LMG going. 94. Yes, nice. Okay, shades, if you would. Yeah, the drone can help out with one down below. If you would, 86. Actually, second thoughts, let's have you on Overwatch in case the chrysalid pod on the left reveals. You know, out of the 4 troop transports I had, only one had more than 1 pod of chrysalids, and this one seems to have 3. Of course, there's no way of me having known that. So yeah, you can't Overwatch after double tapping. But yeah, might as well have the snipers use their double tap on the chrysalid, and shades can use his Overwatch in case another chrysalid pod comes along. So we'll take these 57s and 53, I think it was. Nice work. Who is that, Gerard? Yeah, that was Gerard. So this last chrysalid, just here.
Head in there now.
Hi. How you doing? Larry wants to say hi. Say hi, Larry. Now, where's that drone? Drone, I think you should finish this off. 84. 4 damage, not bad. Okay, so where is Gerard? You get some extra XP. There you go. Okay, so another pod down. We're really not doing bad. Whoever's left can go into Overwatch.
Aye, aye.
And Snyder, well, I mean, you can't really do anything. But hey, I'm not going to criticise double tap. It is going to be incredibly handy on this mission. What else we got? Sectoid? Just Sectoid.
Moving.
Let's have everybody reload again. As I said, I'm going to be very cautious on this mission. No, we've got chrysalids. And they are, in fact, to our left.
Think I heard something.
No, I'm really surprised there are no floaters or thin men. I mean, there could be seekers, but I don't think you usually get seekers with a chrysalid or sectoid pod. They usually come with either mech or thin men. Okay, let's move up. Let's move up with Larry, yeah, with your CCS. I can't believe when Larry got CCS as his rookie perk that would have saved this mission.
Okay.
That was unbelievable. Okay, everybody Overwatch. Except the drone, you can just sit there. Where are you? Oh, there goes a meld to our left. You know, I wonder if I set up all my troops here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would that mean the chrysalids can't attack me? Because they can't jump up this ledge because the tree's in the way. There'd be a line of people here and one here, and they can't actually stand on the log to attack me as well. If I get overwhelmed, that is definitely something I'm going to consider. And speaking of jumping over that log, if you would know,
Move out.
go join her.
I'm rolling. Moving out.
And let's move up our squad.
CV. Position confirmed.
Anybody that's moved, can't believe half my squad can't move and shoot. Okay, yeah, the chrysalid pod is very close on our left. I think maybe just in the doorway of that ship.
You hear that?
No, well, I really don't want you to drop down, so let's move.
vision.
Here we go. Okay, how are we looking? We are looking good. We've got double tap ready on both snipers. Everyone can see something, at least. Let's start with Snyder. You can see the least amount of units. So 94, that is really good. Do it. Actually, I think the closer one is the one that you can't see, but hey, you got shots, take them. 4 damage. I think that's minimum damage with a sniper rifle. Okay, well, considering 5 health, go for it. 94%. Nice work.
Hostiles pacified.
Nice work, Snyder. Okay, Gerard, you can go for the further one, I think. Can you shoot from behind that tree? No, you can't. Okay, well, that's fine. Screw it. Okay, drone. I'm entrusting you with this. Very important. 50-50. Do it! Oh. Well, never mind. Okay, so I can't remember whether the battle rifle or the sniper rifle does more damage. I didn't change the damage from vanilla Long War, so screw it, that's fine. Shades, 67% if you would please. No. No, no, no.
Enemy still alive.
Yeah, he is. Now I'm getting worried. Now I'm getting worried. Okay, so Nerwal, you can shoot first. 94. Good damage. Bark, if you would. Please kill him. Very nice. Now, Gerard, 72. Your last shot, please don't miss. Very nice. Cannot believe how many chrysalids we're getting this mission. I mean, judging by the sounds that we've heard, it's only been sectoids and chrysalids. So, I mean, what does that mean? The other 4 pods on the map are either sectoids or chrysalids? The other 4 troop transports that I had were quite well evenly spread out between all of the alien classes. Thin Men, Floater, Seeker, Chrysalid, Drone, and Sectoid. Where are you going, zombie? Yeah, I'm not going in there after you. That's not going to happen.
Affirmative.
Okay, Drone, you can reload because you can't Overwatch. Everybody else can Overwatch. I am not going in for that zombie.
What's making that noise?
Because I'm not sure if these zombies that are part of pods turn into chrysalids after a timer. Yeah, I'm still not buying it. Whenever you're ready. How much you want to bet after a few turns he'll just burst out of that cargo hold as a chrysalid? Okay, let's start reloading some shots. You've got 2 shots left. You've got 3 shots left. Yeah, you don't need to reload. Okay, let's start with the battle rifle.
I'm ready.
Everybody else can Overwatch. The drone can just sit.
I don't think we're alone out here.
No, we're definitely not. 1 zombie left. 4 pods on top of that, and potentially 6 outsiders. Next up to reload. Okay, I need to know
On the move.
if
Affirmative.
there are outsiders inside that cargo hold. And Shades is the one with the battle scanner.
Eyes on.
The outsiders can be in here or on the far end of the ship in the control room. They're typically in one of these 2 places. They could also appear on the roof or pretty much wherever the hell they feel like it.
Position confirmed.
But if we activate the outsiders, that's it. I'm done with this mission. I'm out. And this is our 1 battle scanner. Oh man, it doesn't exactly reveal the whole cargo hold, does it? Okay, I'm going to hold off on that. And drone, time for you to shine. I'm going to peek bit by bit with that drone, just to reveal the zombie. Who needs the next reload? You do.
Got it covered. It's killing time.
Rock and roll.
Spend 1 more turn just to be safe.
What's making that noise?
Okay, so the nearest enemy is definitely in there. But is it the outsider? Not to mention, if I do come here with Shades to throw his battle scanner, how far could I move? Remember, Shades has got 9 mobility, and he has to run all the way back to the extract if we trigger the outsiders. Which is exactly what I'm going to be doing if we do trigger the outsiders. Move up a little bit more with the drone. Okay, nothing yet. I mean, as it is, it'd be a waste of the mission if we do trigger the outsiders and have to leave. But everybody can make it to the extraction. I don't care about pets getting to the extraction ever. I'm not bothered by that. Pets can stay behind. Gerard, don't worry. Shen will make you a new drone when we get back. Oh, there he is. Or there he was. I heard him. Can you fly back a little bit? Get a better angle. There you are, you cheeky little shit. There could be outsiders right up against this fog of war, and you're trying to bait me into them. Okay, well this zombie clearly doesn't turn into a chrysalid after a time limit, because he would have already. Nobody else has a shot on him. But drone, I may have asked for a sectoid when Gerard got his pet, but you are definitely coming in handy, especially with so many melee units on this mission. I really thought a drone would be f***ing useless, but nope, 80% to hit. I don't understand the physics of what just happened, but you know what? It's a free shot. No one can hurt you up there. see what the zombie does. Here we go. Now you're dead. Oh, nice. I think Snyder got that one. I won't be able to tell until after the mission. That worked out beautifully. Can I have you fly back a little bit? Because I want you to land. Because drones do have a limited amount of fuel. Something you rarely see the alien units do is run out of fuel, but they do have limited fuel. So, 3 pods down, 4 to go. And then the nightmare that is the Outsiders. So what else we got? Sectoids. Okay, let's set up in that previous position. Wow, you really can't move far, can you?
Running.
No worries.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys can just steady weapons. And drone, you can just sit there. Okay, so where's the nearest pod? We do have thin men. Okay, and it does... They're on the other side of the ship. That is fine. I'd be very surprised if it was as easy as melee units and sectoids. Not that chrysalids were easy, especially what happened on the first turn.
Affirmative.
For now, I'm going to continue aiming forwards. If the thin men approach, then I'll deal with them. There's not a lot of cover here, so if they want to approach from this side, they can. And they can take the roof. Again, they don't have much to do up here, besides get the high ground on me, but you know what I mean, there's not a lot of cover. I think Nerwal and Lowry have the same ability, yeah. So let's send Nerwal up ahead. How much mobility does the drone have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Nerwal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, the drone can follow, at least just a little bit.
Affirmative. Scanning.
So yeah, the nearest pod is definitely those thin men. It might be a bit Yeah, they're definitely on the other side of the ship. It might be a bit reckless of me to ignore the thin men and start pushing forwards, but I do not want to head inside this cargo hold. Typically, in my experience, outsiders tend to spawn, if they have a choice, on the further end of the ship from where you are. Usually. That is not always the case, and when it's not the case, it can end up being in a wipe or a retreat. So let's hope for neither.
Heading out.
Heading out.
I don't really want to leave my snipers alone here in case the thin men do come for me. But Shades here is really giving away our position. That's fine. I'll just angle them round.
Aye, aye.
If we encounter sectoids up ahead, we've got a lot more firepower against them and range, but it's the thin men I'm worried about, so this is fine. Actually, in fact, maybe
I'm on it, Commander.
swing the snipers round as well, just in case it's the thin men that approach. And in case anybody's wondering about the overload ability, same damage as a grenade, I think, not even an alien grenade, same damage as a normal grenade. Something you may not know though, is that it doesn't actually kill the drone. It does 3 points of damage to the drone. So I could probably, I'm not actually going to test it obviously, but I could probably do an overload and have the drone not die. So it's, you know, a handy grenade in case I need it. We've got a lot of concealment here, and we've got range as well. So
Position
let's just
confirmed.
move up straight into the open.
Solid copy.
Yeah, I am really worried about those thin men. I might, if I clear this area, move my snipers up, maybe go from one end of the map to the other, because there are still 4 pods active. That is basically a heavy mission, not including the outsiders.
Aye, aye.
And floaters! So yeah, this mission is turning out to be more varied than I had originally thought. If I go up here, what's going to happen? I'll be able to fall back into concealment. If there are floaters here though, they can just flank me. Let's head over
On
here
the
then.
move.
But it is very good that I got those chrysalid pods out of the way. That is really, really handy. Having one of those pods show up when you're already fighting can be fatal. I mean, God, we barely killed that first pod as it is. If not for Lowry, we might be coming back without a soldier or two, and the aliens might have an extra zombie or two. Okay, can I find out where that nearest pod is again? So it is the floaters, and
You hear anything?
and they may be in here, in this cargo hold, maybe on the roof, maybe further back. I don't know, I'll have to move up a little bit closer. As long as I can run back into concealment, then I'm okay with it.
Heading out.
Bring everybody up.
Affirmative.
The drone can come along, even though he's got slightly less mobility, simply because he can run behind a tree and not be targeted. Because like mech, they don't peek out from cover, because they don't use cover. So yeah, it sounds like these thin men don't appear to be moving. And whatever pods that were patrolling into us have already done so. I mean, look at all of this. So glad we've already engaged this. Okay, no, well, if you would. You may not remember in the previous episode I mentioned a part of the map where if you drop down from you can't climb back up. This is it. This gorge, or what the hell it is, it's all high cover, double height wall. If you drop down here, or even worse here, you have to loop all the way around to get back up. Which can be quite handy if you're engaging aliens here, because you can trick them into falling down here and they can't retreat.
Heading out.
I'm on it, Commander.
You know, at this point, I am kind of tempted to start moving my snipers up. I'm not going to loop around the ship, obviously, in case the outsiders are on the outside of the control room, which would be terrifying, and they trigger and I'd have to retreat, and they'd probably catch up with me and kill me before I get out. So I might just clear one length, then come around the edge and clear the other length. The problem is, if those thin men do patrol into me, the snipers are screwed. But yeah, I need the other troops, the infantry, Shades and Bark the gunner, to move up to be of some help with those floaters. So maybe I do have to start pushing up.
I'm rolling.
That's affirmative.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Okay, let's see if we can bring Nerwal up to this corner and maybe use a motion tracker. This probably might be the last motion tracker I use for scouting the ship of standard aliens, as opposed to the outsiders. Are you going to trigger? Nope, we're good. Then you guys can run up.
Move, move, move!
You can actually move quite far. Because I think your base mobility is 14, isn't it? I think, yeah, the LMG, I think, -3 mobility. So yeah, your base mobility is 14. As for Shades, on the other hand, maybe put you here. I have to keep in mind how difficult it's going to be for Shades to retreat. You guys have got pretty good angles, reasonably good angles. Yeah, maybe Snyder will move to where Shades is and Gerard to where Snyder was.
Aye, aye.
Okay, Nerwal, can you drop down without revealing? What can you do if you do reveal? Run back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can run back into full cover. You still can be seen from there, but you'll at least be in full cover. Actually, you know what? Can you approach from this side instead? Drone, move please.
Solid copy.
Bark, you don't need full cover, but there's no other piece of cover here. I don't want to move up too close. I want to make use of his range. I suppose maybe you can go here. As I said, I prefer to make use of his range. No, you can stay there, that's fine. Okay, Shades can move up.
Moving.
I don't think he'll have an angle from there, but at least he's in full cover. Snyder,
Heading to that
to where
location.
Shades was. Gerard to where Snyder was.
Position confirmée.
You guys can steady your weapons.
I don't think we're alone out here.
So floaters are closest, and what we've heard are sectoids, floaters, and thin men are over here. Floaters are here. I don't know where the sectoids are though. You know.
Solid copy.
What?
This looks to be a supply ship of some kind.
Really?
Potential storage capacity is enormous. If the aliens are really attempting to bring
Really,
this
Shen?
much outside material, it can only mean they're ramping up the scale of the invasion.
It's almost as if they're actually conducting an invasion. So yeah, I'll wait until next turn until I can get Nerwal here. I want the best intel I can get. It'll be the last motion tracker I use, because I need to save the last one for the outsiders. In fact, it may even reveal what's inside this cargo hold. You guys have got pretty good concealment. If the thin men move up, they'd have to get pretty close before they have to jump up here, which will be dangerous, sure. How far can you guys move? Pretty far. Gerard, you can't move far enough. You've got one less mobility than Snyder. Okay, Nerwal, time for your intel. Do it. See what we have got. Well, first thing first, I didn't realise. Alien pets count as red. Second thing, there is nothing in range of this motion tracker. The motion tracker can see about 5 tiles further than visual range. 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically I could move to here and I'll know that there aren't any aliens up ahead. I'm not going to risk that, and this is a wasted motion tracker. Although it does tell us that everything inside of here is clear. In fact, it might even be further than that. It might even be up to here, which makes me believe the outsiders are in the far control room. Don't really know what else to do here. I can't move Nerwal again and leave her exposed. Maybe I could move her to here, give her a tiny bit more intel. I mean, in theory, this is like 3 or 4 tiles, and the motion tracker reveals 3 or 4 tiles beyond range, so this shouldn't trigger.
Will do.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, we do know that there are 4 pods left on the map, not including the command pod. Thinman over there, on the other side of the ship. Floater, this general direction-ish. Sectoid somewhere. That leaves one last pod of unknown enemies. Don't really know what to do now.
Shield, Commander.
What was that sound?
That was a floater. Okay, well, they certainly weren't in visual range, so I could move up, if I trigger drop down to concealment, and lure them to my snipers and my long range weaponry. In fact, Shades, there is no reason why you can't just move up.
Eyes on.
Guys, I have to apologise again for how slow this mission is going, but I just cannot risk going any quicker than this.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Even with the 3 pods that I've killed, as I said, this is basically a swarming mission because there are 16 enemies left, not including the command pod.
I'm on it.
Watch.
Okay.
Did you hear something?
Okay. Okay, judging by the noise, the thin men are still on the other side of the ship, but that tells us that they're obviously the closest. Kind of tempted to just push up here and just go ham with our snipers, but doing so may trigger other pods to investigate. I don't know how the aggro works on unactivated pods. As you saw by the chrysalids, first chrysalid pod pathed into us and the other came to investigate the gunfire. I don't know if that was a range thing or if they're tagged to investigate noises. Obviously pods that don't move then just aren't bothered in the slightest.
I'm on it, Commander.
But I don't know if that applies to all patrolling pods where they'll go to investigate noise. If that's the case, we can't move up, hoping to trigger a pod at the far end of the map and destroy them with sniper fire, because the thin men could just jump over the roof and kill me.
Heading out.
You guys need to start moving up, but there's not good cover for you to get to. I suppose,
On my way.
because you have low profile, you can just go there. Yeah, you've got pretty decent mobility. How far can you go? Not far at all.
Moving to designated coordinates.
At least that's Snyder in position. I don't know where Gerard can go. I was kind of thinking here. I don't know how good an angle he'll get because he can't lean out to the left. Other than that, yeah, I don't know where he'd be able to go to get an angle and still have cover. Could put Gerard here. That'll make him vulnerable to floaters that try to fly over the roof and get a flank on him. At least this way he should be able to get some shots.
I'm on it.
Okay, so who's the nearest pod? So it's the floaters this time.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Either the thin men are patrolling up and down the left-hand side, getting closer to us, or the floaters are getting further away. I think we need to move... Hey, not you. Well, screw it.
They're
Never.
holding tanks of some kind.
Oh my god,
As
Varlin.
repugnant as the thought may be, This is most likely a test subject.
Thank you, Varlin.
Solid copy.
On my way.
Alright, let's just go trigger. Let's see what we reveal.
Will do. Hostile spotted.
This is a disturbing sight, to say the least. It's hard to
It
differentiate
is
where the
a
organic
disturbing
material
sight.
ends and the machine begins.
It's not going to win any beauty contests, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Okay, for now, these floaters cannot flank me, so I can stay here and get some intel. I've got a relatively good angle on them, maybe slightly further than visual range with my snipers, although my infantry and my gunner may be in visual range, but there's nothing I can do about that at the minute. The drone can drop down, because against floaters he's not going to be able to do much, or she, we don't know yet. And Lowry, none of this offers you concealment from the angle of the floaters. Well, I'm thinking of where I run to after running this wall. I might simply have to move back. Maybe just go there. So my fear is staying here and having another pod patrol into us because we revealed. I don't know if another pod will be aggroed by the fact that this pod has aggroed. I don't know how it works like that. I know, for example, like smashing windows, kicking open doors, that can cause other pods to patrol into you. I could drop down, but then I won't have any intel, and if I climb back up, I could reveal, or they could have moved up so far that when I drop down again, they can just flank me. Yeah, I want to be safe. Floaters are quite aggressive. Let's just move back. Let them come to us. Nerwal can use his telekinetic field to help protect us all, and everybody else can just go crazy, firing over and over again. Too bad the drone doesn't have holo-targeting. Not yet, little drone, not yet. Okay, so yeah, at this point, I can't come back up here to have a look, because A, another pod, say like the sectoids, could have patrolled trying to investigate what that noise was, because I don't know if the floater pod could have aggroed the other pods around them. And if the floaters have charged up, say they're about here right now, and I move up to here, then when I drop down again, they can just flank me and kill me. So, yeah, drone, you're not going to do much, so I want you to fall back. And you guys...
Aye, aye, Commander.
Can hide.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Shades, you are up front. Wow, everybody's got a promotion from this. Except for Nerwal. Judging by the way this mission's going, probably will get another promotion. But yeah, other than that, everybody has a promotion. Shades, you can hunker down, because you're the closest. Everybody else can overwatch.
I'm on it.
They won't have vision, but if they get this far, then it's probably a dash. So it'll be a free shot on them.
What was that?
Yeah, I hear you. What are you going to do? Well, this is awkward. There's no concealment for me here. There's no way for me to climb back up here without being in low cover or in full cover and not hunkered. Well, that's fine. I'll just run all the way
Orders
back.
confirmed. Moving out.
We've got a lot of pods on this map. The outsider pod at the end is going to be lethal. I need everybody to be at full health.
Roger. I've got my
And now you can move up into half cover and hunker down.
I'm on the move.
And speaking of which, how is your telekinetic field looking? Yeah, so you can grab everybody up front and give them extra defense. Snipers behind, we'll have to make do without it. I think Snyder's just out of range. So yeah, you guys can hunker down. That includes you, Shades. Everybody else can overwatch. Drone can just sit there. We're going to need to reposition.
Sound.
That's the sound of a floater pod flanking you.
moving out.
We are going to need to reposition. This is really awkward. Here can be flanked from this side. Here can be flanked from this side. Don't really know what to do. I think this is concealment, so Nerwal, you can move up.
Out.
Here we go.
There's heavy fire in the zone.
Okay, now did I move that sniper already? I did. And not to mention you don't have a shot. You do have a shot on the other hand. You don't have a shot. You don't have a shot. You do. Yeah, you've got a decent amount of health. He may be in range to shoot you next turn. If he charges, this isn't steadied weapon, is it? No. So pretty good odds. 262s. So let's see what you can do. 262%. That's rubbish. Gerard, you really need to do better, but this is why we gave you double tap. This looks a bit better. Very nice. You're one shot away from death. Okay, Bark. Question is, have the floaters completely split up and try to engage me from both sides? I'm guessing I don't really have much choice. And you definitely can't move up, because that is just too juicy a flank. Maybe you can drop here, in case floaters are going to start trying to engage from the high ground, and it will still be full cover.
I'm on it, Commander.
Why do I get the feeling that I can be seen here? I think because this really weird corner, they're going to have vision on me here. And that is going to be really, really, really bad. There's nowhere else for you to go. Okay, you know what, Shades? If they have vision on you here, then you'll have vision on them next turn. And I need Nerwal to not take any damage because he's going to be the one scouting. And I don't want him to get hit by Overwatch. So Shades, you're going to have to take this spot.
I'm on the move.
Okay, no. So no one can see him there. That's
Yes,
fine.
Commander.
So it's that dodgy tile, one behind. So where does this leave you, Lowry? Here you're lining up with the gunner, so you might as well just hunker down. I don't want you to steady your weapon, there's no point. You can't do anything else besides steady your weapon, I suppose if you hunker down. And you drone. There are 4 floaters active, so I do not want to risk bringing you into this fight just yet. If maybe there was 1 or 2 and they were really injured, I might bring them in to help. But without DR, he's 1 shot away from
I
death.
think we're alone out here.
Okay, Nerwal, can you find out what the hell is going on? Okay, do you have a shot? Yes, you do. Who else? Okay, Snyder. All right, you said your weapon. Awesome. And that is a 74 to disable him. I mean, there's no point. He's so far away. Let's just kill him. 84%. Looks good. I've been known to be wrong, though. Please get him next time. 64. Wow, Snyder. I really don't know what you're playing at. Okay, Gerard, can you make up for last time? 62. Oh, yes you can make up for last time. 1 floater down, 3 left, and 3 pods unknown. Can't risk leaving Nerwal here in case the floaters flank, so you need to come back. In fact, seeing as this spot is concealed, Shades, you can move over to the right, maybe get shots in anybody that appears.
Heading there now.
You can drop down, everybody else can hunker. Definitely a floater in range. Gerard, you have double tap again. I was so wrong about double tap. Double tap, I love you. Just don't cut my other multi-shot abilities. 62. Gerard, if you would. Miss. I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? Kill him. Wow, okay, yeah. That works. Very nice. 2 floaters left. Now, can you find out what's going on?
Commander.
Ooh, okay.
And all right.
Nope, we're good, we're
There's
good.
heavy fire in the
And
zone.
because the 2 floaters are dead ahead, can you get a flank? Can somebody who hasn't moved yet find out? Okay, so say it's 2 tiles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is possible you can get a flank. I don't want to risk that. Okay, Snyder, can you make up for last time, which was really pathetic? Finish him off, please. 64%. Thank you.
Out of the game.
They're starting to lose ground.
That is outstanding. You don't have a shot. Although, considering where you are, he won't be able to get a flank on you if you swing round. So do that, then hunker down. Next turn, you can pin him with suppression, and the snipers can just go crazy. Shades, just stay there. Let's not even risk any health being taken. As I said, guys, cheese and spam is how it's going to go. That last fight against the outsiders is going to be... I don't even know how it's going to work out. We've got suppression. And you have double tap. 64%. Very nice. Can you finish the job? Your last shot. Can you do it? 64%. Snyder, make us proud. Snyder, you disappoint me. But that's fine. Let's pin him in place.
Solid
Even
copy.
Shades can move up now. Hey, why not take a shot? 57%. Nice one, Shades. Nice. Okay, 4 pods down, 3 to go, not including the command pod. That is outstanding.
Overwatching.
With every pod we kill, the less likely we're going to be ambushed.
Something out there.
Yeah, there is.
Back in. To go. I'm ready.
I think it's time I find out where those sectoids are. No. You know, I bet some of you are thinking, oh, telekinetic field's going to be so overpowered in this map. Nope, it's double tap, baby. But no, seriously though, when we get to those outsiders, yeah, telekinetic field's going to be overpowered. Not even joking.
Double time.
Let's move up our scouting squad again.
Time to motor.
Drone, why not? Sectoids are one of the few enemies on this map that can't jump or fly, so when we do encounter sectoids, the drone can just fly up to the rooftops and potentially get a killing flank on one of them.
I've got my eyes on.
Okay, so the thin men are still the closest on the map. Don't want to engage the thin men yet. Yeah, they sound like they're just patrolling up and down the left-hand side of this ship. I'm pretty certain at this point that the outsider pod isn't in here, because if they were, we'd be getting inaudible audio cues, as outsiders tend to be, that the nearest pod is here. Not the case, so the outsider pod is most likely in the command room here, or potentially just on the outskirts of the command room, so I need to be really, really careful not to trigger them.
Position confirmed.
So move people
Heading out.
up. Drone, do you get the benefits of this? Yes, I do. I still haven't completely worked out how telekinetic field works. I don't know whether people are in cover get it, all they have to do is be within range, or whether it's actually this range that's giving the cover, or if somebody that gets it that's in range then moves out of range still has it. I need to do a bit of experimenting with it because it's a very powerful perk that I need to learn how to use because I never used in vanilla.
Yes, Commander.
I really thought it'd be the sectoid that I'd get, and I'd be mind merging the snipers to get plus 25 crits.
Moving to position.
So far so good.
Roger, tracking.
I wonder if my squad can move up.
Roger, Dodger.
Don't see why not.
Roger, Dodger.
As long as that thin man pod are only patrolling up and down here, and it looks like that's the case, my snipers can still stay where they are, because it is just a thin man pod that are a danger to my snipers at the moment.
Yes, Commander.
What is that?
So maybe the sectoids are here, in this supply room? We'll find out next turn.
Head in there now.
I'm bringing the drone along because he's not in any danger, he can just drop down at any minute, or even he can just fly up, to be honest. Actually, I could just fly up next turn. The audio cues were saying this direction, so they could be on the roof.
Scanning.
Oh, I should have moved Shades up, actually. Okay, Shades, I need you to get some good shots in. Like you finished that floater. Bark, you can stay there, though you can also take the high ground. There's only one piece of cover I can make use of on the high ground. Or I can put him in low cover here. Yeah, I'll move him up. I'll try and make use of him.
What is that?
Okay, before we reveal,
Heading out.
Bark, get into position. Snipers have as good a shots as they are going to get. Not great, but they'll have to do. Drone, can you fly away? Well, they're not on the roof. Actually, there's no need for me to fly. There are no enemies active. Next turn, I will have Nerwal peek her head around the corner.
Survey the zone.
Oh, right, you just moved. Nerwal?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now we're getting into dangerous territory. I can't move up this wall because on many occasions I've had the outsiders half inside the room, half outside the room, and that triggers them all, and we still have 3 pods on the map. It is way too dangerous.
I'm rolling.
The most I can do is just kind of sneak down this ramp a little bit and peek into the other side, but that is about it.